Hey Aries, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your mid-month June connection spread. We're going to kind of check in and see what's going on. As always, guys, we're going to, pick up your energy, their energy, and then in the center, let the cards fall where they may. See what's going on in between the two and what energies are combining into. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Aries. And if you're cross-watching, welcome. Sorry. Cross-watching, welcome. This could very well resonate. You could pick up the Aryan energy here versus, your side. As always, guys, trust your gut, follow your intuition, and, take what fits. Don't try to force things. And let's see what the cards fall. Okay. So what can we get for the person Aries is connecting with, Spirit? What can we get for the person Aries is connecting with? I wanted to pop out. Okay. So we have Six of Wands. We have the Moon. Queen of Pentacles. And Seven of Cups. Okay. Let me put these so I can organize them, my friends. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so Six of Wands is the card of victory, guys. This is the card of really expanding, heading towards what you want, seeing potential in something, an energy that all the obstacles come your way, that you can defeat them, that you can overcome. It's also recognizing what it is you truly want. In order to get what we want, we have to get really clear with our intentions and focusing on what it is. You have to get specific. Otherwise, you'll end up with something that kind of, sort of, but doesn't really look what you want. It might look like it and then it doesn't feel like it. When you get real clear about your intentions that you're setting and you are decisive and you know exactly what you're going for, that's where the difference and the change comes in. So I feel like this person right now, they're definitely in a period of focusing in, tuning in, honing in on what their truth is. You have the Moon card here. The Moon card is about the unknown. It's about secrets. It's about things within that need to come to light. So I feel like a lot of their focus right now was heading towards a situation or an energy or a person or a connection, something that really needs to have some truth spoken, something that needs to be opened up because there was a lot that needed to be illuminated in the situation. There are certain things or feelings that were left unsaid. It could be so many things when it comes to the Moon. Take it as resonates, guys. It could be, someone walked away and didn't say how they felt. It could definitely be that, someone was feeling a certain way in a situation and they weren't conveying that. We have the Queen of Pentacles here as the sign of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But it's about an energy of stability, of groundedness. Finally coming into a place in your life where you accept and understand and you are content and you are driven. You're nurturing, you're caring, you're kind, you're very, I keep saying you, them, energy. Take it as it resonates, guys. It's a very grounded, stable, strong, secure energy. And it's combined with the Seven of Cups, which is very curious to me. It's like the Seven of Cups can be the card of, deception or seeing something that isn't there or really romanticizing things. But with the Queen of Cups, for me, it's really about staying grounded within the options that are being presented before you. It's not letting the illusions get in the way. It's not letting your mind get overwhelmed. It's literally making the decision to stay grounded no matter what comes your way. Before, making decisions, it's doing it from a very solid, stable, and secure place in your soul. Which is phenomenal because the person that you're connecting with, they're very grounded right now. You could very well be dealing with an earth sign. We have the Moon card here, which is card of Pisces, but I do equate it with Cancer. Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then you have the Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So what can we get for Aries? Mid-month, June. What are Aries going through right now? What's going on for them? Oh, wow. I'm sorry, guys. This is just, I'm going to be really honest with you. This is the most swords I've ever seen on a side before in my life. So you guys are speaking some hot truths right now. You are speaking from your soul. You are aligning with your truth, your purpose, whatever you want to call it. You guys are on it right now because first card out was Justice card as the card of Libra. Then we have the Ace of Swords, which is clarity coming in, honesty, communication, truthful, guidance, things like that. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which again, it can be my false mask card, truth coming out, things that need to be known being shown, which is funny because, you know, it's again, this person you're connecting with is the moon. It's like they're wanting to figure things out. And for me, it's like you guys are letting shit be known. Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, standing in that powerful discernment, detaching, pulling back from situations. And a lot of the times people think it's cold and calculated, but I feel like this queen gets a bad rap just because, and I always say it, because sometimes it's necessary to detach in order to protect your energy, your abundance, your spirit, your soul. You know, that's not a negative. That's not what is the negative connotation? It's not something that should be looked at as selfish. You know, if you are self-aware, there's a difference. And if you are aware that the energy someone brings you into is not good for your soul, it's not benefiting you, then you have every right to step out or cut ties or make hard choices. Because at the end of the day, this is your journey, this is your purpose, your soul, this is your mission. And doing what is in alignment with you, your heart and soul, and your calling is what this life's all about. I mean, that's what your journey is about. So Justice on the Ace of Swords. I feel like some kind of heavy truth is coming in. And it's divinely guided. You know, the Justice card is a major arcana. So it's definitely a card of intense karmic things coming into play. So it could very well be people coming back, connections coming back, people from the past in this life or the past, you know, past lives. It could be reconnecting, but it's mostly about the scales balancing out because a certain situation didn't have the clarity or truth that it needed to. And that's what Ace of Swords is about. It can be communication coming in that's honest, truthful, to the point, but it can also be clarity from a spiritual standpoint coming in because of the situation. I feel like you guys are detaching from energies that are, how do I say this? Because if you notice, because I always pay attention to the oracle cards, a Seven of Swords, it gets a really bad rap for being the lying, deceiving, cheating card. And do not get me wrong, it can indicate that. It can indicate that someone was selfish in this situation and they made choices. And because of that, you know, you're in this Queen of Swords energy, you're pulling away, you're detaching because of someone's selfishness. It is also a card of, I feel like, keeping your peace. Seven of Swords, if this is, you know, you making the decision to walk away from things, in this card, he's walking away with that Four Swords and leaving behind the two. The choice has been made. The Four Swords, if you look at the card, the Four Swords is about contemplation, stillness, meditation, going within, making tough choices, letting yourself rest and recuperate before the next journey or the next steps you take. So for some of you, you could really be making decisions to detach from certain situations, energies, frames of mind, conditioning, old patterns. If it's karmic for you, you could definitely be dealing with old wounds or old patterns that have come up recently because of the energy, you know, that's at play. If I'm not mistaken, I think Aries is in the North Node right now. And so for you guys, it's hitting you because this is a sense of purpose for you. So if you have major planets that are in Aries, it's going to be a time about redirection and purpose and refocusing and adjustment and alignment for you. You know, I have Cancer Chiron, and right now, Chiron's in Cancer. I've had my return while it hit my Saturn return, while Uranus is in, Uranus, I don't like to say Uranus. You know why. While it's in Taurus, so it's like I have Uranus in Taurus, I have my Saturn, Neptune, and my Uranus all in Cap being hit by Pluto and Saturn, and I have my Chiron, you know, and my Sun and my Mars are in Cancer, so they're being hit by Chiron and Cancer right now, opposing Saturn and Pluto. There's a lot energetically, guys, and it feels like it's stepping up. So if it's affecting your North Node especially, it is affecting your direction, your purpose. You know, if you do have an Aries North Node, you are definitely having a return. You are definitely experiencing not a midlife crisis, but a purpose crisis. You know, where it's like, okay, do I want to take these energies with me moving forward? Is this really for my soul? And if you have a sun, you know, in Aries, it's definitely a period of your inner being, your essence, and where you're headed. It's affecting the direction. You know, it's making you look inward. Mars, it's about, how you're putting your energy out into the world. Venus is about how you're expressing your love, your, affection, your free flow. Mercury is about how you're communicating. So you guys are in a heavy period of, I feel like, truthful, honest communication, insights coming in, definitely being discerning, pulling your energy back, embracing your opposite sign, Libra energy here, and really standing in that power and balancing things out for yourselves. You guys are in a very potent energy right now. I'm feeling this. Like, I don't usually go off into my spiels, but, I did this time, so. Okay. Oh. So where are these energies connecting? Where are these energies connecting in the center of this reading? Where are they connecting? Where are they meeting up? What is going on between the two? Okay. Six of Cups. So definitely past life connection, like I said earlier. Hanged Man. Different perspectives coming in. And the Lover's card, of course. So for some of you, this is definitely a very deep, soulful connection. Again, it feels very past life. It feels very faded. It's something that came into your life. I can't, specify if it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime for you, because this is general and it's going to resonate for so many people on different levels. But I will just say that if you know in your gut, that you've met this person for a reason and it's changed the way you look at things or do things, and you feel like that's it. If it's been for a season and you spent time with this person and you've been connected to this person energetically and you're seeing things in a different light and you're wanting honesty and clarity, and at the end of the day you finally come to realization that it served its purpose for your soul, then that's completely fine. And if it's a lifetime, then you're going to reconnect on so many levels every time you come back, every time you hit a point of growth. So Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Lover's card. These are all very intense, spiritually in tune cards. The Six of Cups is a connection that makes you feel like a kid again, guys. It's that deep connection that really brings out the inner child within you. It could very well be someone that you've known as a child and that, you have known since childhood. It could be that you've known them in a past life, obviously. It could very much be that they just make you feel like that youthful, naive, jump in head first into love, really experience and open your heart and soul to them. So the Hangman and the Lovers, the Hangman is about seeing things from a different perspective, but it's making the choice to look at things, to take the time to sit back, to be still, and to really look and examine. For you, I feel like it's about clarity. I feel like it's about your own personal truth and what you really want. For them, I feel like it's about deciding what they want. Six of Wands on the Moon card, really going within, really illuminating what's in their soul and figuring out what their victory is and where they want to head. That Seven of Cups, it's like they've had so many choices and they're deciding to stay grounded and firm and make a decision, make a choice moving forward. And with this Lover's energy, it's very yin and yang. It's, divine masculine, divine feminine. It is very, you very much mirror each other. And it's not like you're not complete on your own. I always use this example. It's like you take a square and you have a square, but you put two squares together and it makes a rectangle. And it's still four walls. It's still two complete pieces and compartments together. But together you form this entirely different being. And that's what a Lover's energy, that's what Six Cups, that's what that's about. It's about coming together, and when you're together, you're able to completely be yourselves. You're able to feel fulfilled within yourselves, but also you bring something to the table together that you wouldn't even really have thought of being apart. For some people, it's creating something with this person, creating a family, creating business. For some people, it's literally being love, letting other people see the love that you have together. So it is a very strong connection. It is very, very spiritually in tune. There is a lot of karma here. I don't like to go into too specifics because this is just a general energy. But, we have Justice, Libra, Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So definitely earth sign energy. Not air sign energy, maybe an earth sign. You do have Queen of Pentacles here. Maybe both. People have different things in their charts. I have earth and air and water in mine. So at the end of the day, it's a connection that's very rooted in past life, in connection. It's very below the surface. There's more to it than meets the eye, I want to say. And when the hangman on this lovers, it's like you guys are seeing maybe life in a different perspective because of this situation or this connection with this person. They're forcing you to really step up and see things in a different way. Maybe experience life in a different way moving forward. You know, maybe for some of you, you were giving too much and you were being taken advantage of, and you saw the mask. You saw the mask that they portrayed, and you realized that there was something going on here that wasn't in alignment for you, wasn't speaking to you, wasn't from the highest form of good for you, for your soul. You know, so you Four of Swords it. You take the energy, you put it inside, you go within, you decide to make choices, and then that Two of Swords, you decide. You make that choice. Whatever it is for you, it is something that is very karmic. It is something that is destined to happen. This was something that's destined to happen in your life, with it being Major Arcana. You know, with Major Arcana, you can delay, but it's like delaying the inevitable. At some point, the universe is going to step in. If it gets to be too much, if there's so much going on, if you just are really headed down, you know, being kicked down the wrong path because of an energy or person, this universe is going to just kick you back into gear, and they're going to make something happen. And that's what this feels like. It feels like you have needed to get in touch with your truth and stand firmly in your ground in order to make decisions moving forward, to detach emotionally from something in order to finally see clearly and make the decisions that are right for your soul. Whether it's, you know, based off this person in particular, or maybe a situation that, because if you're separated and your energies are not together, maybe this is definitely a period of you both going within yourselves because of the energies you're surrounded by or what you're surrounded, you know, with, and making decisions and seeing things in a different light. Okay. So, where are we at, guys? We are at 17. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to grab Oracle card. I have 2 Oracle cards, but this is like my favorite deck. My Work Your Light deck. Oh, I love that. Okay. And then this is my, I believe it's called, oh goodness, I'll have to look it up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm horrible about this. I never discuss the decks because I just hop into them because I love them so much. Sorry. I once told my friend, okay, we're not going to take all those cards, guys. I told her, I said, you know, I have a problem because I like decks. I like big decks. I like all decks. All the decks, all the time. I want them all. And I want all beautiful ones. So it's like a collective for me. If I feel drawn to it, I'm going to get it. Soulmating, yeah. So this connection, whatever this was, it's very, very much a spiritual connection. Soulmating. It's someone that really is able to affect and impact your heart and your soul. Because if you can see, you see like the floral, and then you see the heart right here in the solar plexus kind of connecting. It's someone that really has an impact on your heart and soul. So in this connection between the two of you, you have a heavy impact on each other's, I mean, just energies in general, because this connection is pretty powerful. Joy. So this is going to be a period and a very highlighted area for you guys to experience joy amid all of this right now. Whatever this clarity is coming in, whatever you're going through. With these cards, my advice is to really find the joy, find the gratitude within the daily things in your life. Because I know when you get to a point of stepping up and stepping into power and finally making decisions that are tough, it feels heavy, it feels burdensome, and it really does. But if you get to a place where you can really be grateful for the fact that you're seeing the light, you're seeing things for the first time truthfully, you're able to realize things that before you might have overlooked. Well, now you just call yourself out on it, and you see it, you see things for what they are now. That's something to celebrate, you know, finding the joy, doing things that really spark your soul, taking chances, making moves, making decisions that really resonate for you and your, for you and your soul. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So whatever's going on between these two, the energy in between is to leap. Again, I'm not going to tell you to run back to someone if there's a disconnect, or if they're not energetically on the same level as you right now, or if they're pulling you down, or if, you know, you're in a situation where someone took advantage of you, did all of these things. I'm just telling you that the universe right now is telling you to make decisions, make those choices, do what you need to do for you, whatever that is. If that's a reconnection here, if this is you doing things and focusing on your own truth, your own power, stepping up into it, moving forward. You know, the thing I find with these kind of connections is that they come back around a lot of the time. And that's just honestly, like, if something's meant to be in your life, then it's not going to completely pass you by. It will come back around. But not all things are meant to be right now. Some things are for down the road. Once we grow, once we move into our divine power, once we really experience this life for all that it is, it kind of changes things for us, and it sometimes can bring people back together because they unknowingly are on the same journey the entire time separately. So, all right, Aries, that's going to be it for your mid-month connection spread. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month, and we'll see you next week. Love and light.